They'll be calling you a radical. I've got to do a video on this because it really pisses me off. This is how insane Oregon is. I mean, it's so radical what they're doing. The nuclear cartel is killing the Pacific Ocean. Hello, 1,600 starving to death sea lions lined up at the mouth of the Columbia River. Now look, the sea and the ocean and the ecology of this earth has been able to regulate itself for millions of years, but now man's got to regulate it because, oh, this cannot be man-made death going on in the Pacific Ocean. Let's see, 3 dead sperm whales, 5 dead freaking orcas, untold how many dead grays, hundreds of thousands of starving to death sea lions, all the alkalides dead, the birds by the hundreds of thousands, no, the tide pool's all dead, no starfish, but oh, the salmon. We've got to protect the restaurants and the bars because nobody's showing it. We got to try to hide the numbers. Oh, they closed the KOIN in Alaska? Let me tell you something. Where are the fishermen? You know, I mean, this is insanity. Talk about shoot the messenger. So now they're calling it culling. They're thinning the herd of the cormorants. By the way, those birds were almost extinct not long ago because of man-made. So they're killing the birds. Shoot the messenger. Oh, they got to be killing the salmon. Oh, the sea lions are coming up on the pier and trying to steal our Big Macs and our freaking, you know, our Bud Lights. I ran into my buddy last night and he's got a 24-pack of Bud Light or Keystone or whatever these placebos are. That's not even beer. It's not beer. I'm like, why don't you just drink one decent beer? You really consume that many beers in one night? And his daughter's like, oh yeah. I says, do you understand what's in that? You know they use ether, alcohol. They inject ether alcohol, the same stuff they make methamphetamines with. I mean, the same thing that went into, I mean, not even that. I mean, it's even worse. It's not beer. It's a placebo. And so anyway, so they're shooting them. They started killing the birds 2 days ago up there. It's so outrageous, and I want to talk about this. You know, where's my Geiger counter? My Geiger counter right here, which is a good Geiger counter. Of course, my big Sur light that I had to use to get in my sleeping bag when I was walking from Pismo to San Francisco. I stood a year ago exactly at Point Reyes on that exact beach, the sperm whale, and talk about how prophetic have I been on all this. I talked about the whales going to start washing up at the top of the chain. Oregon's insane, by the way. Every place I travel and every place I go, the most in denial hypocrites, and you know, it's so crazy. And my Geiger counter's been going crazy, and I want to talk about this because I was out near Dugway yesterday and getting as far as I possibly could. By the way, they're doing the dumping right now of all the arsenic tailings out of Kennecott into the Gray Salt. Like, I've got videos of it. I got to go through them and, you know, get them put together. But Dugway has an operation they call Operation Jackrabbit, Operation London Fog. You can Google it, you're going to get me. It was widely reported that they were going to do it. Now, under the what it is, they're going to release chlorine gas onto the Wasatch of Utah and or radioactive gas, low levels. Why would they possibly be doing such a thing? Good question. So they had open hearings. They had one open hearing in Wendover. I went. I raced. It was me. No media there. It was me. And I went, why? Why? Now remember, this is the exact spot the anthrax has showed up recently out of there. Now, I've worked out there before. Security's unbelievable out there. You know, and the place is freakier and freaky. This is the same place. Remember the sheep that showed up? Well, now you sheep. So the culling's going on. Now, I'm headed to Vienna. I'm headed to Europe. I'm going to spend time in Europe, and for a very good reason, my activism, because it's the end of the spent fuel cycle, they say, which is so insane because there is no end to the spent fuel cycle. This is just war profiteering. So in Oregon, they're so in denial. The salmon runs coming in, oh, a record years there. We're going to have a record year. They're all liars. Now the numbers are coming in, they're off a cliff. Down 75%, down 50%, down 80%, down 90%, all over. Shut the KOIN. The sardine fishers, the anchovy, not just cut the season short, in the entire Pacific Ocean, shut it down. Over. Done. And I want to tell people, too, about these reports coming out of Japan that are talking about restart. That's American propaganda. Solar completely has taken the grid in Japan had before they shut down. 48 reactors off grid. Now they had an 8.5 earthquake deep down into the earth. Now what does that tell me? What's going on with those tectonic plates? The eruption over there. Let's see, nuclear fusion, China syndrome as it's been turned nuclear fission, going down, down, down. How far down? Going down, down, down. Oh boy, are they going down. How far down? You know, this is very real stuff. There's no answer. They have no answer. Cover-up's their answer, the culling. So, you know, this is the thinning of the herd. Oh, they're eating the salmon. No, they're not. The salmon are being killed because of Fukushima. Oh, the blob, they call it. It's just the blob. You know, oh, it's the heating up of the ocean because, well, let's see, we boil 410 nuclear, boil the Earth's water over. I mean, it was a ridiculous idea. It wasn't magic. And nuclear energy are nuclear bombs. They're the exact identical same thing. So when I'm at the IAEA in Vienna, and because Austrians get it, the Germans get it, you know, the whole damn world gets it. They're sick of this American bully shoving this down our throat. You know, the coalition, the nuclear cartel. You know, they're the one. I mean, they're the ones that need thinning. I mean, they all need hung. Wow, they're really doing this. You know, right here, and so my guess, my Geiger counter is going crazy. It's the most it's ever gone off the last few. My guess, because they said they're going to do it 2015 here from Dugway. Look it up. You don't believe me? Look it up. It's called Operation Jackrabbit London. Don't you love how they call it London Fog? Here on the desert, in the desert of Utah. There's freaking 3 million people that live here. Dugway's freaking just a hop. I mean, Dugway from Salt Lake City, you know how far it is? As the crow flies, as the raven flies. We're talking right over the ochre there. I mean, Magna's right there. I mean, we're talking just a little jump. You know, less than 20 miles, 10, 15 miles. They're doing it. So, it's on. So, we'll see it, how it plays out. But stay tuned. I'll be in Vienna. I leave the 10th of June. And I plan on spending a lot of time in all of Europe, you know, and I plan on, because they won't give me interviews here. I talk to people, the marine biologists, the black and yellow media, they won't talk. They won't talk. You know, they'll tell me, yeah, Kevin, you're right. We've been sold, the feds have told us to stand down because they're comfortable with their serfdom. You know, the TPP, I'll guarantee the secret parts of TPP are plumb full of nuclear. I'll guarantee they got nuclear all over them. You know, the nuclear cartel, wow. It's heartbreaking. So kill the birds, kill more animals. That's their answer. Can't be these two-legged, beer-drinking idiot mammals that are doing this. Sad. The emperor has no fucking clothes. It's outrageous. The ocean's dying. I saw it with my own eyes, not to mention the big pine. Where'd you sleep last night, Kev? I slept in the big pines where the red Fukushima sun always shines for Tommy and all eternity. For I am unnature, and so are you. Stand tuned. It's outrageous what they're doing.